And here we are. It's Tuesday. We're running a little late. Totally my fault. My son smashed his helmet, and he likes to skateboard. And the fact that the helmet is smashed is a good reason for me to go out and get him a new one before he smashes his head tomorrow. So, welcome to the Dying Kingdom, our Greyhawk campaign that takes place in the Great Kingdom of Erde right before the Greyhawk Wars. So, if you know anything about the history there, you know shit is about to go down. And I'm Danny. I'm your GM for tonight, and we are playing with some awesome people. So I can go around, and if you could tell me who you are and what you're playing, and I don't know, a random fact about yourself tonight. And we'll put Rich on the spot.
All right. Hi, I'm Rich. I'm at Quixotic on the Twitter, and I'm playing Carver. He's a half-orc Grave Domain cleric. I don't know. Random information about myself is putting me on the spot, and I don't know. I graduated from high school with a class of 24 people.
Damn. Were you in the Boondocks or something?
No.
Oh, I won't insult your high school then in your grad.
I like you were immediately just like, no.
No.
Well, most people think that, so.
That's pretty cool. That is a good random fact, though.
That's always the random fact I use when you're doing icebreaker stuff and you have to say like 2 truths and a lie, because people always pick that one as a lie.
No. I couldn't wait to hear your lie then. Nathan.
What's going on, everybody? It's Nathan, and I play Lycium, human rogue, slightly mad, maybe going madder by the day. My random fact, I guess, I actually graduated with a bachelor's and master's in agriculture because it was the easiest thing I could possibly do. It required no homework, and I basically got to just mess around a lot, so that's kind of what I did. Don't tell my parents, though.
Whoa. Does that mean you can help me grow plants? Because I can't even take care of a spider.
I may have lost a touch or two, but I can grow a few things, yeah.
I'm going to be hitting you up about some special growing projects I have going. And Abby, how are you?
I am doing so well. Oh my goodness. Hello, my name is Abby. I am going to be playing Amara, who is a human warlock. And fun fact about me, I'm a classical clarinetist. That's what I went to college for, music performance. So yeah, I still play around. It's fun.
Oh, you want to know what? We're gonna have to make you we're gonna ask you to make an appearance as a bard sometime and play us a little tune.
I actually could do that. I can play the ukulele and the guitar, but yeah, I could totally whatever you need. I can.
We will be having a drunken episode at one point, so it will not count for anything. But we should just like make new characters and play all drunk bards, and I'll get drunk too. It's a plan for like a holiday.
Yes.
It's Jess.
Hello. Yes, I'm Jess. Burst Hope on anywhere social media related. If we're following a theme, I graduated from high school in Vegas with over 600 people. I am in charge of my 10-year reunion, so that'll be a fun little thing to start planning for. By day, I teach kids martial arts, mostly Taekwondo, so that's fun. And Abby, yes, I want to play a bard, and I will. If you play the ukulele, I'll play like the melodica, but I also play the guitar. Yeah,
It's gonna happen.
We should make it happen.
Oh my god.
We're gonna make a sub chat about this. So we are gonna hijack the Great Kingdom sometime and play a party of 4 bards, drunk GM.
Absolutely. Saving the kingdom.
With our In this game, I play a half-elf druid who's too sweet for this world.
Yes.
Too pure.
And
I feel like, sorry, I was just gonna say, I feel like if we're gonna do a bunch of bards, we have to get Kelly in on this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, for sure.
Kelly, you gonna be like the head singer?
Mm-hmm. No, we're all gonna cry.
We're all gonna cry.
I have no musical talent. I'll be the manager.
Well, you can play the tambourine. You can.
Cowbell?
Cowbell. Yeah.
Do, do, do. Yeah. All right. Unfortunately, there is going to be no happy music tonight because our travelers found themselves in a not so happy place. Who can tell us what happened last episode on the Dying Kingdom?
Plaything.
My gosh!
I like how this was prescribed to me in some unknown fashion. There was a vote somewhere and I missed it. And
it's because you're playing the crazy person. So therefore, since you're making our characters' lives more difficult in real life, you can make it a little bit easier.
You volunteered 1 week, and so I was like, that's his job now.
Yeah, it's your job officially.
So we opened up right outside of a cavern. We were about to go down into said well. The one where we fought the tree under dryad or whatever tree creature it was. As we were going down, we actually we were actually on our way down the well, and we heard a bunch of horses and things like that. Sounded like an army coming through almost. Kiri knew for some reason that had a feeling that it was a part of her group that she was a part of before, and so instinctively went up on top of the well. I actually ended up meeting a former commander and joining back up with the army. Everyone was kind of dealing with that loss. At that time, Lycium kind of walked away to have some time by himself, as he's wont to do. And he was checked on by Vespara, a new member of the party, a druid who had been asked to seek the wider world, so to speak, by her mentor. And so she ended up being by herself and wanted to come along for a little bit just to see what's going on and help us out. I don't know why, but hey, yeah, whatever. So she is awesome and is going to be helping us out and a part of our lives now until we all die. Anyway, that's future campaign, not last. So we ended up going down in the cavern and started to make our way through it. Ended up being a pretty creepy place. Went a couple of rooms in. First room seemed like a kitchen of some kind, had a lot of bones, a lot of torture devices, things like that. Lycium, through no fault of his own this time, accidentally touched what would be the item we needed in the future. He knew that, of course. We just didn't need it at the time, setting off a trap, almost killing him and most of the party. We then ventured forth into another couple rooms, and once again, through no fault of his own, Lycium happened to be standing at the place where Poltergeist came out. He did nothing, of course, and once again almost died, getting tossed across the room like a rag doll. This is pretty much our standard party fight, where Lycium dies or almost dies, and everyone else kills everything, and then Lycium weeps silently to himself.
These are all true stories.
Yeah, I can't make this up. I literally can't make this up anymore. So at that point in time, there was a statue, and once again, through no fault of his own, Lycium was asked to help out, try to figure out what's going on with this party. It's like he's a thief or something and supposed to know these things. He didn't, and set off a trap and almost killed himself again, which is nice. But Amara figured out, Amara and maybe Carver or Vesper, a couple of people different, were taking a look at it and realized, hey, that thing that Lycium picked up earlier that almost killed us may be what we need to put in this statue. Saying the statue actually
Can I ask a question? Who violently smashed the thing you needed on the ground?
I don't know. I
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't. Let me check my notes. Nope. No, I don't see it. Anyway.
It was Lycium.
It may have been like it's the madness. It's the madness touching him. He just can't help it. He's a
blame it on the madness.
Poor lost soul. So there was a statue in a room that looked like the Knight's Protector, but it had been defaced and had green, what it was, a crown or something like that over its face, and had basically been magicked and defaced in a way that was defiled. As part of the trap or puzzle, the thing that Lycium almost killed everyone with earlier was actually placed in his hand, and all of a sudden a stairwell down, I'm hoping it's a stairwell to heaven, but I doubt it, opened up. And so we decided to take a short rest. Yeah, well, whatever. Decided to take a short rest before venturing forth into what will be fun and enjoyment.
Yes. So I was going to ask that you did take a short rest.
We were trying to, depending on if you let us or not.
Okay. No. I mean, I think you're going to need it. And speaking of needed things like short rest, I wanted to mention this sweet ass divine favor we have. So if you are so inclined and feel like if you're at the thing that you want to throw some bits at our players, as our little bar goes up and we get to 100%, we hit divine favor, where the gods of Greyhawk come down and bless one of our players with some pretty sweet ass things that have saved the day before. Things are going to get nasty, and they're always, we are always grateful for that. I'm going to throw some pride cheer out because I really want you all to live tonight.
Please, we need your help.
And
thank you.
For those Greyhawk junkies out there, I'm writing somebody's history in this game. I think you're going to find out who somebody's children, and it's really exciting. And I can't wait for you to tell me how I fucked up Greyhawk history, or I'm making my own story. So let's do this. All right.
History's written by the victors.
We did get a short rest.
If you want a short rest,
you got your 7.
Yeah. So how long is that set? 10 minutes?
20, 30 minutes, whatever you want to make it.
Yeah. If you guys want to do 30 minutes, I'm sure 30 minutes with nothing happening anywhere in this dungeon could happen.
Good.
Okay.
So we're resting right here before we descend into madness.
Like, hey, there's some stairwells. Let's watch it.
I feel like we all just sit down and just have a minute, like, tending our wounds because we're pretty fucking beat up.
Okay. So yeah, roll your hit dice if you have them.
Yes.
Do whatever you need to heal yourself up, lick your wounds.
If only I could get
And
spell slots back.
Do you get spell slots back?
No.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Greyhawk Mike. Greyhawk Mike knows so much about Greyhawk. He could write novels, and I hope he does someday. So appreciate that.
Okay, good.
Got some hit points back.
Thank goodness.
When you're all rolled up, and
I'm good.
We're good?
Until you knock me down again, yeah.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, guys? All right.
Yeah, Vesper. Whisper.
I have to ask again, which I think I ask this every freaking session, but Carver, being of the grave domain of Wuja, what does that make you privy to, or what kind of benefits does that give you versus undead?
I have to take an action to do it, but I can sense like the location of the undead if they're near me.
Okay.
I've already done that to my max for today, so I can't do that anymore.
Thank you for telling me. No,
I
okay.
feel like he already assumes that there's undead down there.
There's, of course. All right. So you're going down the stairs?
Yep, I'm ready whenever you are.
Once
I'm
more
trying.
into the
I'm really trying
breach.
hard not to metagame here because I know something crazy is gonna be.
Did we check the stairs or like kind of like perception it? No. I feel like as I'm sitting here, I'm like just taking like deep breaths. I'm like, okay, what am I getting myself into, guys? We're gonna be okay, right? This is fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Yeah. Well, fine. Hey,
Let's
look.
believe-
We just look at that shit that we just pulled. Like there were full on poltergeist, ghost craziness. It's kind of like beat their butts, and we're fine.
It was a poltergeist. That was it.
It hit you
All
very
right.
hard. Don't even pretend.
I'm just saying what we're gonna find downstairs is probably much worse.
Okay, so we go down the stairs
Okay.
quietly.
All right. I've switched you guys to a new page. I am trying dynamic lighting, which I've never done before. So down at the bottom,
Ah, there
left
we
hand
go.
of the page, you should see a little spot.
I see it.
Ooh, there it is. I see it.
Awesome. And so for some reason, our Twitch thing is all backward. So my wonderful John here, who is trying to do our Twitch for us, is he'll be doing that and putting it in the map best that he can there. All right. He's sorry. You guys, he's so off right now. All right. So does everybody see that little block down there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So when you moved down the stairs, one thing you did notice is the stone got smoother and nicer. And as you were upstairs, there's this magical lighting throughout this building. So even the stairway itself is not dark. And as different from upstairs where there are tracks of blood and everything, you see the second you start to descend, all the stairs are like smooth and nice and clean. And it makes you feel a little bit better not seeing big, clots of blood on the ground.
This is surprisingly nice. This isn't too bad, right, guys?
Don't let it lull you into a false sense of confidence.
Mm.
Let her have her moment of peace. God.
The second you let your guard down is the second you die.
Well, yeah, but still,
It's kind of harsh, man.
gotta have some joy in life.
Have a little hallway, and Carver is just going right ahead, and I'm just going to Carver. What Carver walks ahead into is the hallway leads into a room, and he sees that it heads off to the right. Again, this picture might have the moss, just the time, the ages of this building, but it's really nice. It's there's no footprints, matted blood that you saw everywhere. It's looking pretty spiffy.
I think Carver would try to look around to see if there's just dust across the floor, no footprints, or if they're it's well kept and there is no dust. Just get a lay of the room.
So as Carver takes a look around at his feet and such, he's not seeing any footprints, and he is seeing dust. It doesn't look like there's been in here for a while, but whoever did have it beforehand, they kept it looking pretty good.
This seems too clean.
I just kind of barge in past
you
him.
push
I
fast,
kind of like
Carver?
walk into the room.
Okay.
We're fine.
Amara,
Also- I'll go.
No, I was going to say, you barge past Carver and you get a little better look at the room. And you see that it is a pretty big room. It spills out on one side of you. And from where you're standing, it looks like you see a table and some chairs and another table and chairs. There's something on the table. Can't quite make it out. There's a big statue. You don't know what it is. And you see a doorway on your left-hand side. And then the hall just keeps on going down.
I look at the table. I go over to
Sure.
the table and I look at it. See,
Sure.
there's nothing to be worried about.
You go to the table and you
Fateful last
see
words.
there's a deck of cards, there's chips, there's dice. To you, it looks all the things you would have for gaming, keeping yourself entertained.
I pause and I turn back to the group. This looks pretty regular.
Before you touch anything, maybe we should check for traps.
Oh no, I totally am not going to touch anything. Just remind me why we're down here again.
Because your compass led us here.
And we trust this compass. Why? I'm still like, yeah, it's interesting and I'm curious. But you guys seem pretty like hesitant about a compass that a random guy gave you. Saying,
He gave it to
Yes.
you.
I know.
The guy was a dickhead, but he fights evil the same as I do.
I thought he was nice. Says Amara.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess he had a point, but how do we even know if he fights evil or whatever? I don't care what he fights. I just no. It was rude. He looked at Kiri and was like, "Oh, yeah," and then he looked at me and was like, "Oh, no,
Yeah.
I'm."
How dare they judge you on the class you chose that character?
I mean, yeah, I might be crazy, but no need to be so mean. I'm gonna just cast investigation on the table to see if there's anything odd about the gaming stuff.
Sure. You look around and you kind of poke away at the cards, and you see there's nothing interesting about the cards, and then they just are old gaming cards and chips. And the only thing you really think is they might be worth some money. This is old. What are these chips made out of? And like you kind of tap one, and maybe it's like ivory. This is nice. This is not a cheap gaming table.
Like the whole table, or just like the chips themselves?
Chips on it. I mean, the table itself is not cheap.
Yeah.
You're looking at the feet. They're carved, beautiful as hooves, and it's just everything about this says money.
Are the lights in here actually going?
Yes, they are.
Just like the ones up above?
Yes, they're great magic.
I'm gonna swipe the gaming pieces that I might be able to pawn off for some money.
Yeah. Take the whole lot. Got a bunch of cards, some chips, some dice. You're looking at the dice, and you think they might be made out of ivory too. This is nice shit.
Somebody with money was here.
But it was a locked room. This still strikes me as a prison.
Maybe it was a prison for somebody who they wanted to keep comfy. Or maybe
Are you still awake?
no, I'm thinking. So it locks and it was a prison. But are we sure it was a prison? It looks like whoever at least was here was pretty comfy. Now, the question is, are you sure they were trying to keep the person in or trying to keep others out?
The door to this area opened from the outside.
I'm just hurling questions, seeing what will stick.
It could be a bunker. And I'm like still like peeking around down the stairs.
But
Carver would go up to this statue, seeing as the other statue had some importance, and check it out.
don't touch it.
Nope, didn't find anything.
Yeah, you want to know what, Carver? It's like the statue upstairs. Like, can't really tell much of a difference. It looks like it was a big night that somebody didn't like and just put some slash marks through. And
Oh, this one's defaced as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
But you can see the difference of the defacing of this one is there's no rough edges. It's like somebody would like cut it and then somebody would come along and scrub it up and smooth out the edges. So it is slashed, but it's done art.
So Lycium is looking at what is directly in front of him. Is this a door?
It's a door. It's actually a quite beautiful door. It has a handle on it that's made out of gold. Like it's a double open door, and it's gorgeous. It looks like gold.
And further down the hall to our right, to the west, can I see down there?
Sure. As you go that way, you do hear the sound of roaring water.
I'm basically going to stop right here at the entrance. I don't want to go any further than this. I want to make sure they have time to cover everything, but I wanted to just make sure nothing's coming ahead. So, what do we do? Do we go ahead, or do you want to go through this door right here? I mean, what's your compass say? This is the thing that got us down here.
I hold up the compass.
The compass is warm to the touch, but it's not spinning. It's actually just kind of pulsating now.
If it's not spinning, where is it pointing? Is it pointing north?
So if you move, it moves with it. It's the compass is broken, so it's not moving north on its own. It's actually just not moving. It's just warm and look, it's a little heartbeat.
It's pulsing. It's not spinning.
Jeez, that's
Okay.
weird.
I'm going
Nice.
to cast Arcana to see if I can gain any kind of insight into what that means in terms
Ooh.
of.
Nice.
This means you're in the right direction. This thing is broken. It was clear to you before, but now you're looking at it. It's missing pieces. It's not functioning. It's clear there are slots missing, and this is clearly it's getting hot to the touch. It's warm. And I think Arcana is when you roll that, it's just knowledge of Arcana, but with such a high roll, as you're studying this and your intuition, you're in tune with the magic around you. You feel a breeze coming from the doors that you just walked by, and you get this feeling of incredibly nice feeling magic.
Towards where we were, where we just came from?
Sorry, where Lycium is standing.
The door right up here.
The door.
Oh, yeah. She kind of. Wait, just a second. And she cups the compass in both of her hands.
You hold the compass in both of your hands, and it doesn't do anything different other than give that vibe that you're on to something.
So
Yeah,
as
we
she
need
was,
to go this way, everybody.
so as you were looking at the thing, Carver's like, I suggest we push forward, leave the door shut, and then you say that, and he's like,
No, I'm telling you, the compass is giving good vibes to this door.
The chosen one has spoken.
You're
This is-
just you're feeling good vibes this door. You're feeling good magic coming from there.
is this real good vibes or is this Amara good vibes?
I turn. What are you talking about? All of my vibes are good vibes.
One is magic, one is bullshit.
Usually people can't tell the difference.
True story. True story.
So
what are we
which is
doing?
it?
This seems pretty real to me, but
All right.
I turn to Lycium. The chosen one has spoken. We shall go this way.
I'm still wary about this damn compass. I'm like, okay, I guess.
The compass is at least what I'm worried about.
Hmm.
You may check it.
Yeah.
All right. So can I roll sleight of hand or something else you prefer to check the check the door for traps?
Yeah, whatever one's your highest. To you.
Persuasion.
disadvantage anyway.
I don't think I can
Well, no,
possibly
yeah,
do
talk to that
Persuade
door,
the door to
baby.
tell you
Yo,
that there are
write some of
traps.
that gold all over me, you bad door, you. Sorry.
that escalated quickly.
Just a bit.
As is everything.
All right, 24, net 20.
What?
Okay. Well, you do have disadvantage, but that's really fucking good anyway.
Shit.
So
Oh.
this is what you investigate the door and you realize it's not locked. It's incredibly nice. And what you do, you're fumbling at it and you realize you can't lock it from the side that you're on, that you can only lock it from inside. So you could lock people out of this room, but the door is not locked and it is not trapped.
Bunker.
Thank you. Magic or bullshit? You got, yay. Good line. I'm writing that one down.
That was good, Carver.
All right. Do you want me to go first?
I just go ahead.
You walk by him again, and he's
Yes.
like, he holds up his mace. He's just like, you don't see this.
Oh, okay, good.
Right. And
Oh.
so Amara's walking in. Amara, the second you walk in, you immediately know why you felt good. You get the smell of old books, old library, and it just fills your nostrils when you walk in, and it tickles you to the bone. Like, this is a nice thing. You walk in, and on the left-hand side of this room, which is beautiful, the tiles are gorgeous. Everything about it that you can see is beautiful. I lost my roll 20 page. This roll 20. Okay. And on the left side, you see a bed. It's a humble bed. It's not as nice that you would think for the surroundings, but you see shelves and shelves of books and something kind of strange in the center. As you're squinting through the bookshelves, it looks like there's more piles of books, but they're made out of stone.
Amara appreciates a good book, not as much as I do personally. If it were really me, I'd be like, fuck yes, library. Amara's just like,
Oh,
gonna walk
Amara
up to-
doesn't like books? I'm sorry.
She does. It's just not, she enjoys knowledge. It's just not really, it's not her big thing. She knows that books can kind of lie or bend the truth as much as people can. So I'm gonna inspect the books in the middle here.
The first thing you notice when you get there is you notice that there's a book open and that there's writing on it. Carved into the stone.
What does it say?
Okay,
I
it
read
isn't
it.
common. And it says, buried with his book that he loved more than me.
Buried with this book that he loves more than me.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely say that Carver is actually intrigued because he spent a lot of his time in his youth reading, trying to research stuff. So,
oh, Carver, then this is like, I'm not going to use the term, so this is making you incredibly happy. You walk by these bookshelves, and these are like you haven't opened with the binding on them. It's gorgeous. You can just tell by looking at them that these books are well quality. It's nothing cheap. And you see a beautiful desk on the other side with papers on it.
yeah, he'll go up and check that out.
Okay. Carver, as you get to the desk and Amara, as you're looking around, you start to hear something. You start to hear letters and words you can't understand. Or maybe you can. What languages do you two speak?
Let me check real quick.
I
Yeah.
speak common, orc,
Mhm.
abyssal, and celestial.
Oh, beautiful.
I didn't write down which language I speak. So I'm going to say common, goblin, and elvish. I'm
Okay.
trying really hard not to metagame here because
Yeah, no. So at first, you both hear just single syllables go on for a little bit that neither of you understand. And it's coming from the book pile. And then Carver, you hear something you haven't heard in a while, and your skin tightens, it goes up, and then you hear abyssal. And you're realizing it's just the alphabet getting recited in abyssal.
Can we hear this from the doorway?
Yeah, it's quiet at first. So maybe for the first round of the alphabet, you didn't. But now that the abyssal is coming in, same voice, but it's getting guttural as it's speaking this, foul language.
Put the book down.
Lycium has a big smile and goes, "Ha, wasn't me this time."
I wasn't even holding the book. What's it saying? I'm not holding anything. What's it saying?
It's the alphabet in abyssal.
And then the
Abyssal.
tone switches and it gets beautiful. It's music to your ears. You hear Elvish and you hear all their beautiful long letters coming out. But again, it's just something you would teach an Elven child. It's just letters. And then the stone books around you, they're starting to move.
Time to go.
But it's story time.
You want in there? I want out.
I mean, it was just like, ow.
Oh no.
It's just the alphabet.
Jesus, Danny's gonna kill us with books.
True story.
Yes.
So out of the book rubble of stone comes a figure, and he has that just the type of hat you would expect a smart person to have, with the square hat cornered on the side of his head, and it's in rags. And then you look down, and his face with his glasses on is dead. You can see it's clearly been dead for a while, but it's in a half state of preservation as flesh is dripping off its, face and melted there. And it has its scholarly robes on, and through it, it has nasty, rotting, but semi-preserved hands. And it just takes a scan around, and his eyes look at you. And I'm afraid we must roll initiative. It's still chanting the alphabets of different languages.
We're fucked.
Aha!
That must have been a good roll. I didn't see it though.
It was a natural 20.
Aha!
Yay! Well, you put my-
All right, no pressure. We got 221s. That's the
Holy
opposite.
shit.
Do you have
Backwards?
disadvantage on?
No, shut your mouth. Same party. Shut up.
So I was actually listening back. I thought it was just disadvantage you for skill check.
No, you told me checks and saves.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh,
I like the skill checks better.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
Me. That's just me.
Is initiative a skill check?
Shut up again.
Oh, is it?
No, it's actually not.
No, yeah.
Okay. All right. So we have to add us all to the
The
turn order.
tutor. Ooh.
Yeah.
He's here to
Someone's got a
teach
name.
us a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
As somebody who actually is a librarian or has been a librarian, this is like if there was a way to go.
I told you to return those books.
Do I have everybody's right?
I think so, yeah.
No, I'm a 21. I'll write it down.
Yeah, you can just
Okay.
add it.
Is that right?
Close.
Close. Lycium,
There
you're
we go.
21.
All
Okay.
right, I
Do you
just
guys
changed
want
mine.
to fight it out, or do you want to let poor Lycium go first, Carver? Or you can duke it out for initiative.
I feel like since Carver's like right there, he would act first.
Okay.
Oh, do you
That's
feel like
fair.
that?
Who has the higher dexterity?
Oh, probably him.
All
I'm
right.
at +2. Go ahead. It's all good.
Okay.
Switch that
So
up. There we go.
learning his lesson from the tree thing, he's attacking. Just straight up attacking.
All right.
He's tapped for spells, so he's just gonna attack with his mace. Aha!
And what
job.
do you roll? I'm sorry.
23.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Fuck yes.
6
You should
bludgeoning
hope it does.
damage.
Okay, 6 bludgeoning damage.
So I think I have
as
to move
you-
in. So I'm just like, ah!
Perfect. As you see this creature starting to grab a stone book from the pile, you just knock it out of his hands, and he just goes back to trying to grab another one. Lycium, you're up.
All right, I think I will take a step in case Vespara wants to go by me. And then I'm going to just shoot with my crossbow.
Sure.
I'm going to go right there in case she wants to go by.
You're so considerate.
Oof.
So Lycium
Okay.
once again is doing his normal thing, and crit fails. So I think he tries to shoot, and the hand crossbow, there's just too many people in the way. There's too much stuff going on, and
Okay,
he just fires off.
That was a crit fail, huh? Do you remember? I don't like to be nice at crit fails.
I don't
So
remember
there-
that. I don't remember that.
Yeah. So I feel that if you're shooting into a bunch of people and you crit fail, there's a chance that you're going to hit one of your friends.
Of course.
Do you want to pick high or low?
Let's go with high.
Okay. Do you want to roll a die? And we'll see
I'll
what
roll
happens?
too. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Just roll a d20.
Yeah, that's fine. All right.
Yeah, I miss.
You miss. Your crossbow skids by Amara and shoots underneath Carver's feet as it claps at his feet. It's not a hit.
Steady.
Mara, this thing is looking all around. Look, he's looking now, looking to Carver, and is looking at you, and it's looking at Lycium. Eyes are glowing. There's pictures. C D
What is-
E F G. Except
Oh,
in
it's
different
still doing
languages.
the alphabet.
He's teaching you.
Sorry, I didn't know.
No.
So before I do anything, I want to try to talk to it.
Yeah. What language are you going to speak to it in?
Just common for one.
Sure.
So is he still just speaking the alphabet? That's all he's doing.
Yes, but you can see he's actively looking and seeing who's in the room and analyzing the situation, if you will. But you don't feel it's a craze. You know, he's not ABCD. He's very in control of what he's
Yeah.
saying.
Sorry.
No, there's a cat puking right next to me, so that's I'm like, I hear it. It's like a fur ball.
Immediately, kind of Amara holds up her staff and in a very panicked voice, not really knowing what to say, but trying to make this thing not attack us or find out what it wants. What are you doing? Can you understand me?
And it stops and it turns to, I'm trying to kill you. course. And now he is just steadying his gaze at you.
Okay, good. I mean, not good, but now I know what it wants.
Mm-hmm. One that here is her pet. All of her pets must die.
No, thank you. 12? Does a 12 hit?
And now that you have had this conversation and he has made it clear, he looks at you and says, I'll be the first. Oh, you are a pretty pet she picked. Her taste proving.
Oh
You
shit!
cast
Drain.
Life Drain.
But
The
he sucks
tutor's
at it.
Life Drain. He does suck at it. He starts to cast spell in your general direction, and unfortunately, he's distracted at. He starts and he stops at wounds.
What's that?
Is a pet without wounds, and he starts to growl, and his eyes light up. He has failed.
And then I say, were you the one buried with the book that apparently you loved more than somebody?
Loved him more than her.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand my ground.
All right, well, he's not very good at casting anyway, so you got this. And that's Spara.
At level 2 bonus action, I can slip into panther form, and I'm
Right.
gonna pounce into here,
Slip into that form.
and I am going to start reciting the alphabet in Elvish to him.
Sure.
Do I need to roll for that?
Can you roll a persuasion for me?
Sure. Let me see here.
That was smart. I should have thought.
Yeah, that's fine. He is gonna
Oh,
turn.
sorry.
That's works for me. He is gonna turn his gaze towards you, and if he could smile, he was. And he starts reciting the alphabet in Elven. His eyes are still glowing, and he's still angry, and he is distracted. So what this is going to do for you mechanically wise is he's going to get a -2 on the next attacks that he does. He is still
Nice.
destined to kill you all, but he has a subject. He has a student that's not trying to kill him. So I think he's going to fuck his concentration.
Yeah.
And I say
Spara-
you.
Yes.
Oh.
I was just about to say you're smarter than all of us.
Vespar, is there anything else you want to do?
I'm genuinely intrigued because I'm like not prone to violence. I'm like, yeah, I like learning from teachers, so I'm like, okay, let's do this.
Well, your distraction is real, and it definitely worked. All right. We are now at the top of the order. We have Carver. As this scary ass fucking creature is reciting the alphabet in Elvish.
Carver doesn't know Elvish, so he's just like, okay. He's gonna cast Word of Radiance. So the tutor needs to make a Constitution save of 12.
Okay. Tutor is going to 1 of 12. As I'd like to say, thank you, Jim, other doc, for supporting us out. All right, Constitution save. Oh,
Fuck.
and I said attacks. Give me a higher roll. Well, first of all, this is for Vespara. Pick high or low. From each-
Low.
Low. Okay. Jess, will you roll a 20-sided dice?
Yes. 1 second here. Where did I put you? The space required, sorry.
Fine.
Yeah.
All right. It is a 12 -2, as it is -2 all around to saves, to attacks. He is
Fuck.
very enthralled that somebody is paying attention to his lesson.
All right.
So he's failed. So what happens to him?
I cast. Well, that's just the cast. I didn't know it.
Okay. I'm like,
I don't
oh
know
my
why.
gosh!
I don't know why it rolls it, but so oh shit. So a crit. So it does 6 radiant damage to it.
Nice. And it hisses. It doesn't like it, and it's tearing its eyes away from Vespara, but is still reciting the alphabet, and he is turning its attention to you. Lycium.
Lycium's going to line up another shot. He's actually going to take another step in to try to keep away from shooting Vespara or Amara.
Thank you.
I said try.
Right.
You
Come
got
on,
this.
one.
All right, so 15 hit.
15 does hit.
Fuck yes.
It's going to end up being 8 points of damage because I actually get the sneak attack damage because someone's attacking him from the other side.
Sure.
Excellent.
So 8 points of damage.
Beautiful. All right, Amara, you are up.
I'm going to again try to cast Eldritch Blast while 15 hits.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, that's going to be 4 points of force damage, and then I'm also going to cast Hex on this tutor.
Okay.
Where is... So that's an extra what? I always forget. D6.
D6. Yeah.
Boom. All right, so we've got 8 points of damage, so 4 necrotic points of force damage. And as I'm rolling this, I say, oh, sorry.
No, that you cast that, and you see your necrotic damage, start to eat away at him as you would see a normal spell, and you see that it's not getting to him as much as you're used to. He's resistant to necrotic damage, so you're definitely seeing it's not taking as a strong effect.
At least it didn't heal him.
God damn it! All of these god spells. Oh, and at this, I am very Amara's very frustrated, and so who's so mad at you that they decided to bury you here with the book that you loved?
One of his children.
Whose children? Sorry.
Our Overking.
Boo.
Hard pass.
I'm guessing that's probably all I have. Amara has to get out as she's
Wait, did he say the Overking?
one of
Oh,
One
yes.
of the
the
Overking's
Overking's
children buried him. Okay.
Not creepy at all.
No. You see as the tutor turns to look at Amara that the arrow, the bolt that you shot through him, you got a good hit. And it's just, for some reason, like, it's not hurting him like you should. It's the first time you're noticing the mark in his, side is not as deep. And it's like it's just getting pushed out slowly.
Motherfucker.
As he is resistant to non-magic.
Ah!
Of course.
And Amara, he is going to look at you, and he's going to look at Carver, who are sitting right there, and he's going to take a throw at each of you. He's going to take a stone book from the floor and chuck it at your head, and he's going to take another one, and he's going to chuck it at Carver. So this first one is for you, Amara. And Amara, tell me again what the hex does, so I can...
It's just every time that an attack hits, I'll get an extra D6 necrotic damage, and it lasts for an hour.
All right, so Amara, this one's for you, and this is a -2. So an 11. Does an 11 hit you?
Let me check real quick.
Yeah.
But no, it doesn't. It just
Oh.
barely misses.
All right, and Carver. Oof, does a
Nope.
12 hit you? This thing is failing on all accounts.
Gar just catches the book and then gently sets it down.
Which makes you wonder, what would happen if this thing actually hit? Oh, it's not a. His name is incorrect, by the way. And Vespar, you are up.
Oh gosh. So I kind of see like he was interested in my alphabet, and I'm like, but he's not as interested in me anymore. So I like, let's see. I will boop 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 boop. I'll pounce my way over here, and I'll start asking about what did he say? The mother or the lady?
She. Just a
Yeah,
she.
just a she. Okay, so
Or
like,
the Overking's child.
who is she? Is she your teacher? Can I learn from her or you? Which one? And
I teach all hair.
I learn a lot. I want to learn.
You will learn a swift death. And he now turns around and is staring at you.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to like naturey life things.
There is no life here.
Oh, I see. Do you want to get out? Like, do you want? Life is upstairs if you want.
His eyes are blazing now.
Not quite the way I wanted to. Are you sure?
I love you so much.
I think you'd like to try the life thing a little bit.
It's he is angry, visibly angry now. That -2 that you had is no longer in existence. He is not concerned about teaching you anymore. He is concerned about killing you. And I have to give before we get the top of this order, Tavern Tales podcast. This is Rebecca.
God, oh no.
I love Rebecca. She's got some special.
Rebecca's terrifying.
Yeah, we were definitely talking about Rebecca while Danny was earlier.
Thank you for noticing, Rebecca. Okay.
All right. Carver's gonna cast Sacred Flame on this son of a bitch. So he now needs to make a dexterity check and beat a 12.
All right.
Son of a bitch.
Negative.
Alright.
Oh. Anything happen with that? With a
Nope. He avoids
Okay.
it.
all right. And now he's no longer reciting the alphabet. He is now chanting something in a language. I'm gonna guess none of you know. So without revealing it, does anybody have any crazy languages you didn't tell me about? Lycium.
I got thieves' cant. I doubt he's doing that.
Does he
No.
get any crazy languages with the madness?
Yeah, I speak that
No.
myself, but only I understand it.
Yeah. All right. So he is now chanting. Lycium, you are up.
Okay, so the bookshelf in front of me on my left and on my right, what are those?
The bookshelves on the left and on your right, they are high. So I'd say you'd have to reach to get. I would have to reach, and I'm 5'4". So they're about 6 foot high shelves of like legit books. It looks like heavy. Does that
All right.
answer your question?
Yeah, that does. I yell at everyone, "We need to get out of here!" And I start pushing this bookshelf. I want to try to topple over this bookshelf, knowing that Vespara is still in panther form, correct?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so I want to try to push this bookshelf over.
Sure. All right.
I'm assuming that's a strength check.
Yes.
This will go swimmingly.
Got this.
You can do it.
I believe in you.
And
Yeah, perfect.
So He rolls a 1. I think that he tries to topple some over onto this way toward him, and all he gets is probably maybe some shaking books, and some books fall down maybe from the top on top of his head.
Oh, but that's not it because you got a 1. Those books were heavy.
It's
If
not a
you-
natural one.
It's not a natural one.
Yeah, it's a 2 minus 1 because my strength is a -1 modifier.
All
I
right.
work out.
You barely get out of the way of these heavy books that are coming right for you.
See, I got your back.
Thanks.
No! Amara.
I'm just gonna aim another Eldritch Blast at this dude because I don't like whatever you're saying. 22. Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. 5 force damage. Thank
Okay.
you again. And then even if he has disadvantage, I'm still gonna do that D6.
Nice.
So 6 necrotic and then 5 force damage.
Okay.
So I'm
The force definitely hits him straight on, and you can see him buckle a little bit. But again, the necrotic damage, not so much. And
yeah.
he's going to stare at you, Amara, again, and he's going to try life drain on you. This is not at disadvantage.
Okay.
And
So I need to make a intelligence
Yeah.
saving throw of at least 13.
you have 13. Oh, yeah. So that's on you. Yes.
Sorry. That was really
This is
loud.
going so poorly for me tonight. What happened?
We
It's
prayed to
upon
the
us.
Greyhawk gods. I
No.
prayed to Weejoss to spare me this night.
I'm still sending you guys some bits because I think you're gonna need it.
What?
Okay, everybody just stop and think about that. When the GM looks at you and goes, I'm going to
Yeah.
send some bits because I think you may need them.
Vespara.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My whimsy and charm is clearly not working on him in panther form, so bonus action to pop back into druid form.
Oh, honey.
Sure.
And I will take up my quarterstaff. I realized I'm like, this is not gonna blow away like the other one because the other one didn't blow away. So maybe I should hit it this time. I'll try a 2-handed quarterstaff attack. Oh, I lost my sheet.
I do that.
There it
Mm.
is. Okay.
Got this.
Oh shoot! How do I roll 20 hit on this thing?
Ooh. Do you hit 2 times? Do you attack twice?
So one-handed or no, it's just if it's two-handed, it's 1d8 plus
Okay.
bludgeoning. But
And then to roll the damage, if you hit, you just press the quarterstaff right under.
oh,
The word
okay,
quarterstaff in the actual, yeah.
Yeah.
brilliant. So just roll.
But it is
the-
sadly it does not hit.
Yeah. Great.
You go up and it just kind of reflects off of it, and your weapon didn't even like do a dent to it. Carver, this thing is still looking pretty healthy,
Oh,
but
really?
it's not able to fucking hit you to save your life.
We need to go.
Its robes are starting to open a little bit, but for all the damage that you guys have been putting into it, it definitely has some resistances.
Hmm. Shit. What do I want to do for this?
I don't know what you want to do.
Shove Amara straight to the door. Run away!
You want to take a shot at tequila?
Yes.
I think he's gonna grab the book that it threw at him
Mm-hmm.
and threaten to like destroy it. He's like,
Okay.
if you attack us again, I will destroy the book. What does it do?
He turns around at you and smiles and says, "You're meaningless to me."
All right, fuck it. He's gonna cast
Bitch.
Sacred Flame again.
Sure thing.
So another dexterity check.
Use
Dexterity
destroyed
save.
book.
Right. Dex save.
Fucking. Just dances out of the way, I guess.
You see him now starting to walk in circles. After you miss, you miss, and with your momentum, he kind of turns, but he doesn't stop. And he's now like walking in a circle in one spot. Lycium, you are up.
The book. The book.
Lycium once again calls out, "We need to get out of here. This lock's from the outside. Let's go, let's go, let's go." And takes a step back toward the door. And I'll take a shot when I'm at the door.
Sure thing.
Lycium aims, fires, and actually hits 21. So it's going to be 13 points of damage total because I get sneak attack again, and then whatever the resistance does.
And hit. If you remember.
What'd you say?
A door locks from the inside and not from the outside. Somebody can lock themselves in, but you cannot lock them out.
Oh.
That's why I was
That
like,
changes
"Ah."
everything.
The madness had me. The
So
madness.
the damage you you don't know if that changes things for you, but so 7 points of piercing damage.
It was 13 total, so yeah, whatever you round
Oh,
down,
13.
probably
Oh,
6 of
sorry.
resistance.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
No, I can't. So no.
Okay. He is spinning a little faster now. Amara, you're up.
Is he talking while he's spinning?
And it's still the language we can't understand, correct?
Correct.
When I look at the table, does the most prominent book seem to be the one that's open that said buried, or the one that was buried with this book? That is that within reach?
Yes, but it is stone, so it is pretty heavy, but yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up, and actually, I'm not even gonna pick it up. I'm gonna cast my Eldritch Blast at the book.
Sure thing.
With a 10.
Okay.
I'm
You-
assuming it's gonna hit. Maybe
It does hit the book.
It's a very wily book.
Tell me if you have a bonus action that you're going to do before I tell you the whole thing that's going to happen.
No.
Okay. So you hit the book and the stone breaks apart and they just don't fall to the ground. It seems as they get caught up into this magical wind that is happening as this tutor has spun around incredibly fast and books have lifted up and from the air. And I'm going to need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw as stone books just explode in the area.
Fuck!
This is fine.
No.
We're fine.
Harvard.
He's like, what?
Lycium and Vespara, you are far enough away where you can see this coming and you have a good, ability to dodge. Unfortunately, Carver and our dear Amara are not so lucky.
It's fine.
So this first roll is for Carver. You are
What?
taking 13 points of damage
Are you
as
fucking kidding?
the books slam you in the face. Incredibly tough stone books. They have just all spilt out. The bookshelf that hit the books and start flowing. And Amara, you're going to take 8 points of damage as the books slam into your chest. And you
Fuck,
watch
sorry.
Oh.
as this creature If you could breathe, he lifts up after all the books are gone, and he sinks back down. And you see he looks a little smaller than he did before. Anybody with some arcane knowledge could think that he just expended a lot of energy from what he just did.
Damn.
Fuck.
Thus
Sorry,
far,
guys.
you are up.
I take a look at him. I definitely notice that he is smaller, and would I be able to like notice if his demeanor itself, like, does he want to kill me a little less?
Oh, funny.
You can ask him.
Oh, honey.
I'm spent. I just want to take a nap now.
Hey, Mr. Teacher Guy, I think that was really amazing what you did, and I almost got hit by that. How are you feeling? Are you a little tired? Can I help you? I can rub your feet.
I thought I'm the crazy one.
The creature spins around and he is just staring at you. His eyes fire up. I, Alphonse here. You should have heard the promises she made him.
I mean, I'm not too fond of the elves, so okay.
Oh, that is, as there won't be any left.
Ooh, I'm not fond of that. Are you trying to kill everyone?
And he just stares at you.
Oh, guys, I'm so gone. Pew! I bounce back into panther form, and I'm like bounce towards the door. Beep. Bye.
Our panther is running towards the door.
Oh, hi.
Carver, you are up.
All right.
Can you give me
After.
a Arcana roll before you, just to see, evaluate what you know of the situation?
Nothing.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, after getting pelted with stones and seeing as this creature is kind of using the room against us, he's gonna actually listen to Lycium and move towards the door.
Sure.
I assume it's gonna take a attack of opportunity, or
It is going to take an attack of opportunity. Multiple book smash you.
nope.
Okay. Does not hit you.
And as he runs away, he's going to I'll say he does the word of radiance just
Sure.
before he leaves and then runs away.
Okay.
So that's a Constitution save of 12.
Oof. And he makes it.
Son of a bitch.
All right. Can't hit, but he can save. Lycium. Want to give me an Arcana roll?
Why, sure.
Okay. Now that we're at the top of the
What
order.
could possibly go wrong?
Nothing.
13, not bad.
You've noticed that his aura has kind of dimmed a little bit. It's as if his protections are not as strong.
Interest peaked. Interest
Okay.
peaked. So I think this is where the crazy comes out a little bit. And Lycium decides this is my chance. Let's see what happens. And throws down his hand crossbow and goes running over to try to take a stab at the guy.
All right.
Nice.
Do it up.
Ah!
Get him! Nope.
Yeet.
Trip over a book and you just don't make the... Sorry, it wasn't very graceful.
Carver watches him run by like,
What had happened was those books were not there when I first started my run, and then he put them there.
It's
Okay.
word. It's that's history.
commence to killing.
Amara.
Okay. Yeah. Just Eldritch Blast this bitch.
You can do it a third time. This is not the charm.
I'm sorry. Eldritch Splash did not flash. Blast did not work.
Okay,
was
then I'm gonna actually try to get some cover because I'm guessing this dude's kind of mad at me now. But then I also
Just leave Lycium by
Lycium
himself.
looks around. Guys,
Amara,
guys.
if you leave, he is gonna get a shot at you.
oh well, never mind. I'm staying.
It's still the same round, so he doesn't have his reaction because he took it on me.
Well, thank you. I'm glad somebody knows the rules.
I was
He's
about to
not
say-
gonna.
But I was actually planning on hiding behind this bookcase, but with the books flying around, I don't want him to like hit me.
Book.
It's tough. I don't know. God damn it.
I feel like nowhere is safe in this room.
I know.
Go sleep in the bed.
Ah, no. I actually kind of want to. No, I'm not going to. Yeah, I stand my ground because I'm stupid. Amara's stupid.
Sure. Do you have a bonus you want to do, Amara?
No, because I didn't get an attack, so I'm good for right now.
Okay. Lycium, you are going to take. He's going to take a swing at you with one of his books. Ugh. What kind of bad thing do you think should happen to him?
He should die.
That's not going to happen.
He should
Yeah.
fall on my sword and die.
Uh,
No, I think he just
I-
comes off balance or something. Maybe slips on some books just like I did.
okay. And he had a second attack, which he is going to lose.
There we go.
That works.
Thespara, you are up.
I'm perplexed that Lycium, who's been at the door the whole time, finally runs up to attack him. I'm like, oh, fine. And I make an Arcana check to see if I understand why he.
Oh shit, I
chose.
forgot
And,
that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Abby, you do that too, because I'm sorry I didn't ask.
Okay. We'll see what Vespara gets first.
The same thing as Lycium. You see that his around him has dimmed a little bit. It's almost as his aura has faded a bit. Abby, he had some kind of arcane protection. Amara knows this and can see that it's gone, and you're thinking that things are gonna hurt him, maybe like they should now.
And at this I kind of yell. It seems like he's less protected. You can hit. Hopefully, it will do more damage. Hopefully.
Well, that's interesting enough. And I will leap in pounce, in panther form, bonus action, midair, back into human form, and land with my quarterstaff on him.
Ouch.
All right.
Maybe. Please work.
Do it up.
Bah!
That hits.
Whee!
Yeah. How much damage do you do?
Oh, fudge. I don't know. How do I hit it? The
Just
damage button?
Hit the touch quarterstaff, yeah.
Yeah.
Touch.
Oh,
So
Sorry.
in the chat, spot.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Can we save that net
Wait, what?
20 for something
No.
else?
What
That's
what how much damage does a quarterstaff do? Does
Oh,
anybody
that's
know?
awful.
1d8.
She
Okay.
rolled a
Yeah.
1, but she's got a -1 for her strength modifier, so.
No fucking way.
Oh, no.
Can we make the
That's-
nat
that's not
20 and have her re-roll the damage?
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like
we can
that's
do that.
fair.
That just sucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
All right, re-roll that damage.
Yeah!
But boy, does he take that one. It hurts him.
I'm used to hitting trees, guys, not really people.
Despara goes to hit this creature and it brushes off of him. But everybody that there sees that it actually does make contact and harms him. So that makes you feel good.
Sweet baby bird.
Carver.
All right, so he's gonna be like, "Oh, we're not running out. All right." He's gonna run back in,
This guy.
and he's gonna swing with his mace.
Do it.
90-20!
Yes.
Wow. That hits.
Yes.
That hits good.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
We gotta think of a different way after to do crit hits because I hate that shit. I feel like you should do max
Isn't
damage
it-
on a die and
All
then
right,
add to
they
it.
only roll
so.
once.
I was
think.
about to say, doesn't it get double damage? I always
that what you
played
do?
how it's 7
Okay.
plus 7, so whatever you rolled just doubled. So I
So-
don't know if that's how some people play.
I've seen it done that way, or you could do max on the first one. You roll for the extra.
Okay.
We
Well,
can talk
it
about it
rolled
afterwards.
1d6 plus 3 for my strength. That was the 5, and then it rolled a 1d6. I don't know why it
Oh,
add
I
my
see what it
strength.
did.
for that
It-
too. So
it
that should
won't.
actually be 10 then.
10. Okay. Any more damage?
No, that's it.
Okay. Somebody. Lycium. Unless you have a
Alright.
bonus action.
No.
Okay.
All right, so Lycium wants to go ahead and take another cut, see if he can actually do something. He sees everybody else hitting, including the new kid. He's like, "Come on, this is ridiculous. Come on."
Do it up.
And in typical Lycium fashion,
no.
he doesn't hit anything and just kind of waves the sword in front of the guy's face.
Amara, end this asshole.
You got this.
You got
Let's see if it hits. That was just for you guys. 14?
14 hits.
Fuck yes. So we got 4 force damage plus 4, 5, 6, 7 necrotic damage. So 7 damage in all.
What does it look like?
God damn.
Yes.
Thank you. I see my teammates like Aspara hits and then Lycium's hitting, and this guy is just kind of getting weaker and weaker, and he still threw books at me. And I'm done. So I kind of I shoot my Eldritch Blast, and then out of my hand comes this black energy that kind of swallows him up, and it twirls around into a big ball before it just kind of disappears into nothing.
And he's gone. And you are all left with the sound of some of the stone books, falling into place on the floor, and that beautiful smell of old books and life. And all is quiet.
What the fuck was that?
Well, we live.
I turn. Good job, team. That was fun.
I thought you
Um,
said there was something good in here.
Well, yeah.
That was
Books
not
are
good.
knowledge.
Mm.
I maybe I wasn't that. We haven't really explored the room. Let's see what awaits us. There could still be some stuff. Who knows?
Do we want to touch these again?
I would not recommend touching anything. No, that's not something that I would recommend.
Carver's gonna go back to the desk and actually look at it this time.
Sure. Carver, you see old dried up ink, and the wells are beautiful. The pens, the feathers have, over time, just you can see they're very strainy right now, but you can just tell by looking them up on the desk that the tips might be meant to be gold. These are wonderful. The book on the desk is open, and the pages are cracked and old. And with a 14, you do see.
Oh, that wasn't my roll.
That was my roll.
Okay. Okay.
I can roll investigation. Oh, I see everything.
Okay. Carver, with that one, you're searching the desk. That's what you're doing.
But
So-
making sure not to disturb anything.
Okay. You look around and you see the natural 20. You see the desk has a drawer. even in your life, you've known that like all desks have secret compartments and people hiding and stuff. And you open it and you see a lever under the desk that you think there's like a secret compartment under there.
Oh, the lever!
Wrong.
Yeah, you'll pull the lever.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
Okay.
why we even have that lever.
You pull the lever and you feel a pretty decent sized like box drop out from the bottom of the desk. And it's held by something, but you know that's the mechanic. You're just gonna have to go in there and get it out.
Okay. So yeah, he'll just pull the box out.
Okay. In the box, you see, without touching anything, you see a piece of paper that is scrolled up and wax sealed. You see a dagger. No, excuse me. Yeah, you see it. You see a dagger in there. You see a couple of bottles of fluid. You see some scrolls, and you see two pretty fancy-looking beaded necklaces.
So he's gonna turn around and show it and be like, "Anybody want to check this for magical uses, significance?"
Yeah. Since I'm right there, I'm quite intrigued with what you're holding up. I'll check. Oop.
So you, yeah, it might be magic. Probably it was a magic person, right? You have no idea.
None of us have identified, do we?
Sure, I've been saving it in my back pocket waiting to spring out my random magic.
Oh, is that what
Perfect.
you've been feeling?
It's something that's come with the madness, the ability to identify.
I was about to say, so that's what's been in your pocket this.
Mhm.
Sure wasn't anything for you.
So he's gonna be like, I think we should hold on to this. You don't hide something that's not useful.
Yeah, we can keep it like we did that dagger, that magic dagger. Where is it? That could have probably been helpful. You know, the one we picked up with the orcs? Amara, you still have that, right? Amara? The dagger? The magic dagger?
I kind of pull out the bag and I search. Wait just a second.
Did Kiri take it? Maybe she had it.
No, wait.
I mean,
Silver dagger, right? This is it, right?
No.
Ah.
I don't
you
think
gave
that's
it away to somebody.
Yeah, you actually gave it away to the guy that Kiri hated.
Oh
Why
shit!
did I give it away?
Yeah, I don't know. He needed something, and you randomly gave him that dagger. I was
Why
on
would I
death's
do
door.
that?
I don't
I was on
know.
death's door with the bear trap, so I couldn't really say anything.
Wait, was
So-
that with you? Because this is not something that I did.
No, it was definitely
No,
you.
it was definitely
Was
you. It was the guy taking the kids to the next town.
Oh,
You gave away the only magic item they had?
That's
I
correct.
did.
Rip.
Damn.
You know, that could have come in yeah.
The guy had kids. What was I supposed to do? Just leave them
That's
defenseless?
probably why you did it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just gonna neatly pack that box again and like put it in his backpack.
Sure. Does anybody else want to look at it? Roll Arcana before he does.
Oh yeah.
I want to look at the guy and it kind of is the librarian or whatever he is, the tutor. Is his body still there, or what is he like now?
So he is stone himself, but you can still make out everything on him. And he does have a medallion on him of books and a quill.
Is that stone, or is it
It is
able to
in,
be taken
it
off
is in
of him?
stone.
Just a little way.
Just a little bit.
All right, well, I'll leave him alone.
Yeah. So Abby, do you want to roll an Arcana check for this stuff?
Yeah, first I'm gonna be at the table, and with the 14 investigation, is there anything in the middle table that looks interesting or of use or significant in any way?
You see a piece of paper flipped upside down, covered by other papers, but this one you can see is different. You can just looking at it, it's a very nice quality of paper.
I flip it over.
Okay. You flip it over, and I'm going to change screens real quick.
Ooh, we gotta know.
You got a note.
It's just a
Tina's
shopping
letter.
list.
Can you guys see it? Yep. Last
No,
words.
Where am I looking?
Can you see it on the screen?
Not yet.
Oh, you want to know what? Because I'm a roll. Yeah. Okay.
Oop.
Change.
Gonna scroll over.
And I don't know if anybody wants. Abby, you picked it up. You want to read it?
Sure. Wait a second, I got it.
And John's trying to put it in chat, but failing.
Okay.
but-
No, it's all good. Unless there's names. Is there names in this letter? Because I'm terrible.
Just one. It's really easy.
It's easy to
no.
pronounce.
Sorry, my roll 20 takes forever. Okay, so I pick up our souls were lost to his children's. Sorry,
Cages.
cages. Thank you. Then I can count. I fear mine is next if she grows weary of me. The days of peace were lost the moment Ivid took the throne. Pray for us. Pray for Arity. At this, I toss kind of the piece of paper down and I'm like, yeah, it's just more Ivage.
If you have forgotten, Ivid has been the line of overkings that the Great Kingdom has had for quite a long time. You are currently on Ivid the Fifth. We are going to take a quick 5-minute break before we get back to his children's cages.
That sounds like a good plan.
And please stick around if you're watching. Thank you so much for watching. We are going to be 5 minutes. We just got to do some refills and stuff, and we will be all right. We are back after eating some big carrots and taking true story, taking a break there. Thank you so much for sticking it out with us. And you guys have just defeated this crazy undead tutor. He found an interesting letter saying that if his children's cages have slaughtered countless people, which is disturbing in many ways. And here you are. You're having a moment of silence when you hear a little coming from the doorway. Tutor, thank you. That Rhode Island thing happening to me.
Like you tutor somebody to help them learn stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Amara is immediately, when she hears something at the door, she's immediately going to go to the door, lock it, slide with her back down the door. Let's just. Step out of the books, hit me in the chest. I don't know what's up there. It sounds like rats. Give me a second.
Yeah, you should rest, and you should be careful. Like, right? We're safe here, unless we touch something else and something pops up. But like from the outside, we're safe.
Yeah.
You say that, and you hear a little skitter coming from someplace in the room. It's behind one of the bookshelves.
Never mind. I might
It's
not
just
get
a
that
mouse.
hit.
It's just a mouse. It's just a mouse.
And very clearly, you can hear that is definitely coming behind a bookshelf, and you hear this noise like a brushing noise, and you hear stone getting moved, and then you hear the skitter running someplace, and
I
then you
kind
hear
of
the scraping.
I kind of turn to my crow. Can you check that out?
What?
I turn to my crow and say, "Can you check that out?"
Oh, I thought you said something different. Yes.
What did you think I said?
I was like, what? So no, I'll tell you after the stream because I do not want to embarrass myself. But it had to do with us. Yeah, I can't.
Just tell me later. Yeah.
Yes. So the crow goes, yeah, I can find out. And your eyes go glazy as you do, as you're looking through the crow. And he, flies over and he sees this. It's like a little robot, this little thing this big. And it's got these stubby legs and it's actually kind of cute. And it's sweeping up the floor. It's cleaning up, all the stone on the floor and trying to straighten up this place.
It's like a little Roomba.
Hey, what?
You see, where I come from, there's little tiny dogs that you train to clean up the stuff on the floors, and we call them Roombas. And they just kind of go. And sometimes you need to like recharge them because they get too full, so you got to put them in the corner, and then they come back. But they're cute. They're just like tiny little dogs that.
I heard they're great with puke.
Great with puke.
Surprisingly. Yeah.
So can we just like rest here or something? I mean,
That was my whole point. Yes.
It seems like the only things that have tried to kill us are when we touch things.
So let's just real life too.
Yeah. So let's just not touch anything.
Dips on the bed, and Lycium runs over and does like a swan dive on the bed.
Clouds of dust appear.
And
Slumber party.
If you had allergies, like they would be off the hook right now because it just all this debris came up. Some like leftover pieces of scalp on people. The sketch had their scalp and everything. So hasn't
Lycium's
aged
doing
well
dust angels.
in the bed, but it's pretty fucking comfy.
I haven't known you for long enough, but you've changed. Not for the better. It's disgusting.
Yeah, this place is really disgusting. You're right.
I told you he was losing it.
Hey, you having a dice? What those dice you grabbed earlier? Let's play some dice.
Yeah, actually. I'm gonna
Oh.
kind of take. Yeah.
Are we taking a short rest, or are we gonna settle in for a long rest?
That's a
Do you
good
guys need a
question.
long rest?
I don't have any more hit dice. Out of character, I don't have any hit dice left. So a short rest does me no good.
And
Let's
I'm
do a
all out
long
of
rest.
spell slots.
Long rest.
Yeah.
So I'm so used to playing Shadow of the Demon Lord now that I'm like, you get all your hit points back out of rest? Fuck. Okay.
Well, we don't have many hit points. Like,
Oh yeah, I mean level 2,
Yeah,
that's
we're
tough, yeah.
babies.
Yeah, that's good. All right. So you guys are chilling, you playing some dice, doing some gambling.
yeah. No, seriously, Lycium. Like, you don't seem. Don't take offense. Like I said, I don't know you. You don't seem okay.
That's because I'm not. Are you okay?
I've never really been okay.
Here you go.
What I mean by not okay is more that you don't seem here. Like when you attack, it doesn't seem like you're really focused. It just
Out of character, that's really wrong. That's wrong.
I know,
That's
I know.
wrong.
I know.
Wait,
I-
you have to tell people that are listening if they didn't hear what happened to poor Lycium, what is happening to poor Lycium.
So
Okay.
he's going crazy. That's why he's on a disadvantage on all of his rolls. And as Amara, she's kind of pissed off, and I'm concerned as Abby is. So
Okay, so out of character, yeah, everything bad that could happen to Lycium has happened to Lycium.
It's real
quite
bad, yeah.
literally. Every bad roll you can have, he's had. And as a second level thief, you can't do too much. And when you're disadvantaged on saves, and all yeah, strength, what are those things? Yeah, abilities. It
Mhm.
really stinks. And he rolled a really bad die on a really important score and got a 1, and so he's touched with madness. So now in character. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of tired of like the whole feeling thing. Maybe Carver has it right. I mean, quite honestly, I don't. There's only so many times you can watch people die before you're like, bring it, come on, let's do it, let's get it done already. And since we were all in that glade together, I've literally had to watch you all die thousands of times, literally. I thought Carrie would go away and I'd stop seeing her die whenever she left. And it really hasn't. Like, hold on, there. Yep. Okay. Yep. She just died. And so now it's kind of like, whatever.
Fuck.
Fuck. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's what I thought the first, several hundred times. But now it's been a couple days, and I don't know that it gets worse or better. It just is.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't get better.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, no, it never gets better. What you do is you learn how to deal with it. You get to the point where you see their deaths, but it's not right in front of your eyes all the time. You can push it to the back of your brain, right? Eventually, you will get there and you'll be able to manage it. I'm not saying the pain's going to go away or the images are going to go away or the death's going to go away, because that would be lying, and lying's stupid. Life's fucked up. It just is.
No, right. Yeah, I agree with you, Amara. You've been right the whole time. I know one of these is going to be my death. And so why am I worried about anything anymore? All the things that I used to do, the lies I would tell, the games I would play, the things I would do, they don't matter. None of it matters. I mean,
No, none of it matters.
Lyceum, it's not even my name. But it doesn't matter.
Whoa.
Carver's been trying to sleep this entire time and his eyes pop open. He's like,
Yeah, no. You're absolutely right. None of it matters. Trust me. After a while, you're totally right. None of it matters. Yeah, because I mean, we're all gonna die, but if none of it matters, then all of it matters, right?
No, I don't think any of it matters. I don't see us getting out of here alive.
Well then,
Sweet dreams.
I stop him. Well, if none of us are getting out of this alive, isn't that a mercy?
Well, I said none of us. I haven't seen Vespara die yet. I mean, she wasn't there with us, and
Mhm.
she may get out of here. I mean, she may, she may. I
Yeah.
know I'm not, and I don't think you are. And Carver, he's definitely not.
But no. So we're not getting out of this alive. If none of it matters, then why worry? Why be distracted by it? It's coming.
I'm
Do you
not worried about
understand?
it. No, I'm not worried about it at all.
No, because you're not focused. You're not here. This is all I have to say. None of it matters. You're going to die. Then you'll be with everybody and the visions will stop and it will be over. That is an end that is coming. Do you understand? That is what you have to look forward to. That will be the sweet release. That is what you are working towards. Do you understand? You need to make that death worth something. Do you understand? We're all going to die. It's pretty much inevitable at this point. Right?
He leans in real close and says, I understand.
No, I don't know. And at this point, Amar is getting kind of agitated.
And
No,
that's fine. His face becomes impassive. He's like, oh, I understand.
No. You don't understand. You have to try because some of us don't have the certainty of death to look forward to. Do you? No.
I see Amara getting frustrated. I like place my hand on her and I'm like, Amara, he might already be too far gone in his disassociation and how to deal with this that he might not be able to shake this. We're just gonna have to deal with how he is.
Yeah, what she said. Sorry.
What in the fuck are you guys talking about?
I kind of at this point, Amara is visibly pissed.
You want to kill somebody? All right.
I look at Lycium. You weak fuck. And then walks around to the other side of the room and just sits down, not looking at everybody, just kind of leaning against a wall for the rest of the.
You think your words hurt?
Carver steps in and he looks at Amara walking away and then looks at Lycium and he says, I don't like to agree with her, but when you're in a group with me, you have my back or you get left behind.
Bye.
Fine.
Um,
I'm sick of coddling you like a baby.
Yeah, that's what you've done. Sure. How many times have you called me weak? How many times have you threatened to leave? How many times have you walked away? Coddled me? You're right, you saved me, and I saved you. We're all gonna die. I'm here for you. Was I not in that fight? You're right. I don't do the damage you do. I don't do some of the things you all do. But I'm here, and I'm not gonna leave. We are tied together like you don't even know. Trust me. I know now. And I think he's on the bed. He kind of just turns aside to the wall and just kind of rolls over like he's done with the conversation.
Carver takes his mace and busts one of their legs and said, "Don't you turn away from me. This conversation's not done."
Fuck.
Guys, it's okay. It'll be okay. Like, please, we it's been a long day. You guys just need to rest. And I mean, we're all just now noticing that Lycium has had to deal with these horrors, and he's been dealing with them for days now. Like, we can't judge him on that. I if he saw this terrible, horrible things, like I almost didn't make it out of there, so I can understand. He's not as weak as you think he is if he's already been dealing with this for days. It'll be fine, Carver. We'll be okay.
Who the hell are you? You've been with us for a couple of hours.
I get that, but I feel like I can. He's good. Wasn't okay.
Lycium rolls over and gives Vespara the thumbs up, and then just rolls back over.
I didn't say we were done talking.
I kind of turn to Vespara and I kind of gesture to be like, "There's a seat available if you want to come sit here." I really want to give your character a hug.
You guys, this is great.
We gotta make it through this, guys, please.
So Carver's going to actually grab Lycium's shoulder and turn him back over and get really close to him and be like, there's a difference between having difficulty dealing with violence and seeing crazy shit. I don't necessarily think what you're dealing with is natural.
Oh, so we could save him, maybe. Yeah. It's not his fault. That's what you're saying.
He just visibly tries to control himself as this person they just met is trying to talk to him.
Of course it's not natural, Carver. What do you think happened in the glade? Do you think that was natural?
No, obviously not.
Then why are you talking to me like it's some big revelation? You were there.
Lycium, you just got chills as you mentioned the glade.
None of us came out seeing odd visions. At first, I thought it was just you being you. But this change in personality is not good.
I kind of turned my head around. Lycium,
Are you speaking to me now? Sorry, I just want to make sure I keep up
before
with
this,
who I'm getting the lecture from next.
Oh no, I just have a question. Before this, have you witnessed a lot of death? And this isn't. It's whatever. Was the glade your first real experience with loss?
No. Are we good?
I kind of turned. As long as you're here, I need you. We all need you. But we need your head in the game. Stop it. I know I'm not the person to lecture people about seeing crazy shit or being crazy. Obviously.
You know, I told you Because I thought you might understand. I thought we may have connected. I see I was wrong.
That was my turn to get teary-eyed.
And you could tell usually, again, you have known Lycium for a few days, and you would see probably most of the time right now he'd be getting emotional. He's not anymore.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, here it is.
I kind of turn my head. It's not that I don't understand. It's that I need you right now.
I feel like he is as present as he can be for what he is envisioning. If he's clearly compartmentalized and he's not really showing any emotion, which is better than the opposite. It's not exactly unpredictable right now, except he smashed.
I like her. I'm glad I don't watch her die all the time.
Yeah.
You two are much easier.
Because we need to be strong together. If we're not a team, I feel like we're in a really dangerous place.
Yeah. No. It's okay. Seriously, anything that makes it easier for you, Lycium, let me know. But like I said, we need you. And we're counting on you. And if there's anything in your mind right now that can kind of comprehend or care about that, awesome. And then if not, it's a shitty place to be.
No, I understand. If and when we die, we'll all die together. So I'll be there right there with you. Don't worry about that. You won't be alone, Amara. You won't be alone.
Oh, Lycium, I don't think you... No, I guess we won't be alone.
See, doesn't that make you feel better?
No.
Does me.
I'm glad.
Good. Carver, does that make you feel better?
He just steams for a little bit and is like, all I ask is that you think about your actions before you take them. When you run off all crazed, that affects all of us. And he walks away and just goes to a corner, sits down, and like immediately goes to sleep.
Dad. Dice, anyone?
I kind of go over and I sit next to Lycium. Sure, yeah.
Everything's back to normal. Well,
No.
you know.
No.
I
You can
panther
pretend, sure, but...
I panther up and sleep as a panther for the night. Just fill up and kind of watch guests play dice.
Yeah. And I'm keeping a very close eye on Lycium from now on to see if he's showing any kind of emotion, or if he's just like really like, just because Amara has kind of not necessarily been through the same thing, but she's been pretty low where she like was very, very sure that she was going to die. And it doesn't, to her, this seems like, this doesn't seem right. This is...
Oh, what a night. Holy fuck. I don't want to break this tension. It's uncomfortably wonderful. But I have to tell you all, everybody in chat fucking loves you. Other Doc, Greyhawk Mike, threw bits out for you, and fucking Wu-Tang gave you divine inspiration 3 times.
Thank you.
So that's fucking awesome. He wants it to be from Heronius, but I think Hexer is like more our game style right now. No, I'm kidding. The Crying Kingdom, Greyhawk Mike says, I'm getting teary-eyed. I was like so excited a couple episodes ago where two people like, no, it's on the other end. I also want to give you guys, so I'm not too familiar with 5e little nuances, but there's inspiration. I don't know if inspiration stacks, but I want you all to have like 3 inspiration. I don't care if it doesn't stack. So what is the inspiration? A reroll? Wow, I just made you guys like unbeatable next fight, huh?
Oh, please. We all know that you have some real crazy shit. stuffed up
Lycium's
your
gonna
sleeve.
need all 3 of those rerolls.
Wow,
yeah.
wow, you guys are fucking awesome, amazing. And let's do some divine inspiration. So yeah, I do not. I will not normally. I don't think I'm supposed to stack, but we're stacking today. All right, let's roll a die to see who's gonna get it. And we'll roll a 4-sided die and we'll do how it goes in the window. Rich is 1, Jess is 2, Nathan 3, and Abby is 4. So let's do the first one. Rich. So if you wouldn't mind rolling a d6 for me, this is a wonderful boon we get from
Trace.
okay. And what did you get? I got a 2?
I rolled a 3.
3. Perfect skill. A nat 20 that be used on an ability check. Ability bonuses still apply.
Okay.
Okay. Rich, will you roll a 4-sided die for me?
3 again.
3. That is Nathan. Can you roll a 6-sided dice for me?
Sure can. 6.
6. Divine efficacy. I can't even say it. A d20 roll that can be used to added to 1 single damage or healing.
What?
Thank you all very, very much.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
And you want to know what I'm realizing? We're gonna, no, thank you, Ernie. I'm gonna have to rethink inspiration because it kind of we won't not deal with inspiration this game. We're gonna have a group chat about it because I want to give it out, but I don't want to take away how awesome those divine inspirations are. So just to be fair on that one.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So Indian giver, I guess you could call me, but not really. Nathan, can you roll a d4 for me?
That I can.
Thank you. You again. You can keep
Give
it.
it to somebody else.
All right, re-roll it again
Yeah, let's
now.
only reroll it. Let's give it to
All
somebody.
right.
But you need it.
You just really want
You
it.
really need it. It's
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's Hector telling you you fucking need it.
Or after the 4th roll.
A 4. Okay. Do you want to give it to Abby?
Roll a d6. Let's go.
God damn. 4.
A 4. A critical hit. A nat 20 that can be used on any 2-hit roll.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So I don't know how to recover after that. That was like, you're fucking
That was
amazing.
so good. Holy shit, guys.
I am so sorry, Jess, for being mean.
No, I mean it made sense. That was in character.
I so had to like really dig down deep to not be like, no, everybody, let's just be friends. I want to get everybody a hug and just because I am totally not a conflict person and I could feel that tension of like, oh no, we're trying to fix it and people are fighting and I don't like fighting and I'm a part of the fight. I'm part of the reason why we're fighting. And it's super hard for
Oh.
me.
It's a beautiful thing. You guys did
Oh,
great.
God.
So you play some dice, but no real bridges are mended, and you all find some time for sleep and rest. Except poor Lycium, your rest is not peaceful. You have a dream, and it goes back when you were younger with your 2 sisters. You had gotten in a lot of trouble, and the whip was going to come down. It was one of those moments you stole from the house, you got caught, and you tried to blame it on your sister. And it worked. You have the skills, you have the tongue. So instead of the lashes coming down on you, you watch from the closet as your father brings the paddle down on your sister. And she's crying, I didn't do it, Dad. I didn't do it. And it's drawing blood. And you see blood. This is a lesson your dad always warned you about. And you turn, you look, and you make eye contact with your sister. And you blink for a second. And you open your eyes. And it's not your sister's face anymore, but it's Amara. And Amara is taking all the blows for you, and you're watching as she's suffering because of you.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how crazy I want to be.
Yeah. Do it up. You're in a safe place right now.
So I think the shot would go to see Lycium over his shoulder watching, and when he sees that it's Amara's face, it would seem to kind of turn back and go in the closet with a smile, like that.
Oh my gosh. What's your alignment?
It was neutral.
Okay, awesome. It's like the best moment. I'm glowing. I'm sorry, Abby. I don't mean to be, but I am.
Oh, that was amazing.
I'd say it's not neutral anymore.
Oh, I don't think so.
We can have a private conversation on that if you want later.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right.
Amara will kill your ass, dude.
I pulled a dagger on one of our teammates already. Let's see what happens.
I will Eldritch blast your ass into the next oh my gosh, I can't right now. Ugh. Okay.
I'm trying to hold it together. I love you guys so much. I just got to tell you that. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, it's almost close to a minute. We have a few more minutes. So, you all wake up from a nice rest. Lycium, you're kind of chipper this morning.
Everybody doing good? I feel pretty good today. Good dreams. Good dreams. How about y'all?
Big giant cat stretch. And as I like reach up, yep, human form, and I'm like, yeah, okay, all right, that wasn't too bad. Okay, we're good. Everybody's good.
Well, we're rested at least.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think what do we do? You're the kind of you're it. Where do we go?
I pulled out the compass.
The compass is still pulsing. It's just got that nice warm glow.
Now, as I walk around the room, does it change at all?
It does not in this room.
Okay. Well, I guess we get out of here?
There's still more to see. We haven't come this far to leave some of it on.
Is there any more in this room, do you think?
We can check.
You spend some time looking around. The books are all getting decrepit, but they are all books about the history of the Great Kingdom, even some outside of the Great Kingdom, other parts of Flyness. There's history of elves and orcs and all kinds of races, even the Sul. The just books that you couldn't get without money, that you couldn't get without power.
Carver would take the one about orcs.
Okay.
Just put it in his bag for later.
Would anybody else like to be shopping at the library?
Are they all stone or these are normal books?
These are normal books, just aged. They have that nice smell, but you can still read the words on them.
take a look around. I'm still new enough in my druidry that I would be intrigued by anything. And I pretend not to be, but elfin things are interesting too.
You definitely find the history of elves as humans would know it. You don't see anything actually written by any elvish names that you know of.
Oh, whoa, hey buddy. That was cool. Real cool.
So it might be slanted.
So
That
Lycium,
would be a very interesting slant, sorry.
Lycium walks around with his hands clasped behind his back and is looking in the books. I think I've read all these. Or I doubt we're actually going to have time to read. We can come back. We off? Team?
I don't think there's anything else to prepare in here, so we might as well.
Carver is completely ignoring Lycium right now.
Carver, you doing okay this morning? Look a bit peaked.
He just walks to the door and unlocks it and walks out.
Strong,
Hey.
stoic type. I like it. I like it.
Oh god.
Carver walks out.
As he walks out, he's gonna use his handy dandy ability and to check to see if there's any undead within 60 feet.
Sure. Take my little dandy ruler that I have now.
Oh
If I can
no.
Find that. Maybe I'm just being dramatic. I can't tell.
Yeah, 60 feet
Sure.
reaches pretty far.
Yeah, 60 feet does reach very far. There are some undead within 60 feet.
Oh shit.
What
Do I
else
know
does
what-
it? What
Do I
else
know
does
what
it tell you?
direction it's in?
It is north.
So
If
like if
we are
I
looking-
move
if
forward
we're-
and to the left. So it's like up here?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So he leans back into the room like there's more undead out there.
Sounds about par for the course.
Shall we dispatch them?
Let us be off.
I turn to Vespera. You good? I feel like we've kind of been dragging you along this very much crazy trip full of undead and fighting and stuff.
I mean, I feel like this was pretty on pace to what was to be expected. I expected more ugliness. This might be a little out of my league, but I'm certainly learning.
She's so adorable.
Tiny
Yes.
ball of sunshine.
So yeah, I think Lycium looks back and goes, I'm glad I don't have to watch you die.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then just walks out of the room.
Beautiful. Tell me, what direction are you walking off, Carver?
I feel like he would walk like over here just to get like a better idea of like
Sure thing.
obviously he knows that undead are to the north, so he's just gonna try to check out the other areas first.
Sure. As you walk that way, you see to your, I'm looking at you saying like that would be your right, but it's to your south. There is water and it is rapidly moving. You can't see the source of it yet, but you definitely hear it going. And there is a hallway straight ahead of you. And then there is a very large hallway to the north.
Is the water coming towards me or is it going away from me?
It is going away from you.
Okay. Go ahead.
Amara's just kind of going to be walking around with the compass, trying to really focus in and see if there's a change
Okay.
with the heat or whatever as she goes around.
I think Carver would move forward then and go to this hallway.
Sure. Do you guys mind if we go just 5 minutes over?
We can go like a
Good.
whole half hour over because we were a half hour late starting. I don't give a fuck if I have to, whatever.
It's up
I
to
don't
people
wanna-
who have to be up early.
Yeah.
I
We'll just-
don't care.
We'll just do 5 minutes as I describe this. So Carver, you walk over And you can see as there are more torches, magical torches in this map shows. And there is, it looks like this immaculate cage in front of you. And it is a cage. It's beautiful, looks like silver bars, almost like a bird's nest, with a door that swings open and wires going up into pretty high in the ceiling. And before the cage, you see something hanging on the wall. And as you get closer, you see it's a skeleton and it's put together precisely. You go and investigate, and it looks like a humanoid until you check out the ears. And you see that they are clearly pointed. And underneath it is a sign, a little plaque, nicely carved out. The first of an entire race. And that will end our episode tonight.
Fucking genocide. What?
Oh,
Yes.
that was fun. Fuck. Next week, we'll get to the meaning of that. If you guys don't kill each other first. I'm not sure, but I hope more. So,
Man.
oh my gosh, thank you so much. That is the end of episode 7, Devil's Plaything, which will be explained a little bit more next time, but that's what, it is there. Thank you all for watching and listening, and fucking A, Wu-Tang, like, you are saving their lives. Next episode, you'll see. And Zach and thank you all. You guys rock. So please tell me where we can find you other than here, because I know you're hanging around the interwebs. Nathan.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Nathan, and my Twitter handle, I've actually just changed it. It's not another Nate, and so I've kind of updated that a little bit. Besides this, I'm usually listening to podcasts and stuff like that. I'm working on a couple of games that I'm going to be running at a Catacon. I want to say that again. Everybody who is going to Catacon or thinking about it, it's well worth it. Honestly, 1 year ago, I went, didn't know a soul, and met some amazing people and played some amazing games. And so now I'm going back this year and GMing markets and D&D 5e, probably Dark Sun, if I can get it together. So that's the thought right now.
Fucking awesome. I cannot wait.
Please pick a time slot that I'm not running a game.
Same.
Please. Please.
Same. Oh my gosh. Jess, how about you?
Yes. In between jobs and stuff, I feel like I'm probably most active on Twitter. And yeah, Burst of Hope on Twitter. I kind of lurk in a lot of the different Discords for RPs, mostly Cypher System stuff. But holy crap, this is an amazing D&D campaign.
I'm so happy you are here. Thank you for joining us. We met via the power of the Cypher System in Monte Cook Games, and I'm very thankful for that, just have to say.
It's true. More Greyhawk. All Greyhawk.
All a Greyhawk. Yeah, we met during a Greyhawk Cypher game at Gen Con. Go figure.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was fun. Rich, you were there while I was writing that, helping.
A
How
little
are
bit,
you?
yeah. Hi, I'm Rich. I'm at Quixotic on Twitter. I will also be at a Catacon. I will be running some Cypher System. It's going to be a homebrewed one-shot, so we'll see how that runs. It's going to be a heist one-shot, and it looks like there's a lot of other games at a Catacon that are around the heist genre, so it's going to be interesting. People have a lot of choices to make. I'm also going to be running a D&D one-shot in person at the end of the month in the Taldore setting. So I'm looking forward to that. All my players have given me such amazing backstories that I kind of want to run more than just a one-shot. They've given me so much content that I feel like I could do at least a mini campaign or something. But yeah, that's basically what I got that I can talk about right now.
Got some top secret stuff, but we got to hear it. Abby, thank you, Rich.
Okay, so first I just want to say, fuck.
Yup.
You
All
guys,
the fucks.
that was like positive fucks to all of you, and also negative fucks because our characters are falling apart. I can't. I have ceased. I can't. Okay. My name is Abby. I react to a lot of things. You can find me on Twitter at Abigator Frenzy. I'm all over the place, but most importantly, usually on Saturdays, I am on the Forefronts channel. We do a talk show podcast called Queers and Quagoths, where we talk about different monsters in the 5e Monster Manual, how awesome they are and how you can use them in your campaigns, how to make different cool encounters, and also how to incorporate queer storylines into your RPGs, whether you be a DM or a player. But no, you guys are awesome, and I love you all. Thank you. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
I love you all too.
You guys
Fuck.
really make me want to go to a catacon too. So that's probably gonna
Oh,
happen.
should.
wait! I want to tell you what I'm running at a catacon. I'm running the Great Kender Purge. So please come, because we're gonna go back to Dragonlance during the War of the Lance and fucking slaughter Kender.
Fuck!
Whoa.
No, I'm going to a catacon, and I'm like at least one of all of you guys. You guys are running games. I'm gonna be in at least one of them. God, I'm pumped.
And Jess, I'm running in Cypher, and I'm running it in Shadow of the Demon Lord. So
Oh, snaps.
yeah, hope you can come.
Ah.
So a catacon, everybody, is in Ohio. It's in November. It is such a fucking fun con. I'm Danny. I'm mostly on Twitter at Imperial Scum. Yeah, I think that's where you learn about all things I do. Stream here with these wonderful people every Tuesday. I'm also on the Greyhawk channel on Sunday nights playing Ilara. She is an elf with she's pretty high on herself, I think. It's good. I'm in a Shadow of the Demon Lord podcast called Tales of Blood and Stone. It is dark as fuck. You can Google us. We're on all iTunes, all that, the Pods Chasers. It makes this look, it makes George R. Martin look like Mr. Rogers. So yeah, that's a good comparison. And if you like Monte Cook Games, I'm in the Cyphercast, which is a podcast all about Monte Cook Games with the other doc that listens to us here. I don't know what to say. I love you all. I love everybody that was in chat. Like, this is such a good night. You guys got me teary-eyed tonight, which is a total reverse role, and I'm ashamed, but I'm incredibly happy over it. So thank you, everybody. Please join us next week when we find out what genocide we're talking about in the Great Kingdom.
God. Sorry.
No, it's gonna be bad. And then coming up, we are gonna have, I mean, the Great Kingdom is a very dark place, and we're gonna have some warnings on an upcoming episode because we're going darker.
Fuck me. Okay.
I love you all. Maybe third level's around the corner, and we'll see you next week.
Like that corner that I just walked
Right
by.
now?
When we just
Yeah.
left,
The literal
that
corner,
corner, let's talk about it.
definitely.
Come on.
Have
Good
a
night,
good night,
everybody.
everybody, and thank you.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.